Yeah, no worries. Like family shit happens. We're not gonna say boo about that one. No worries.
Wash your hands first.
Absolutely.
Oh, I did. That's. Don't worry about that. I did.
That's why he was gone so long.
Part of why I was gone so long. Yeah.
It's like leaving a little bit of the grease in a cast iron pan. It's called seasoning.
No, look. There was like a bucket. I empty it into a bucket. I stand like a foot away from it. There's no splashback. I take it to the toilet. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
I'll happily die now.
Throw some gloves on.
Welcome to the Ked Hub stream.
Yeah.
Do I leave this in the final edit?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's gonna be like I'm gonna do like a bit before the intro video, and it'll be like this.
Just Platt talking about his fucking how he has to put his grandpa to bed.
Yeah, super wholesome. That's the kind.
Carry your loved ones, okay?
And people tuning in are gonna be like, "Wow, what's happening in the game?" Yeah, in the game.
My cookies sweet like lollipops. Fresh in the morning, welcome to my candy shop. Need good out there, flavors on your lips. Think I'm an addict going on a bubble tea trip. Going on a bubble tea trip.
Welcome back, everyone, to Akuno High School Spell Club. This is episode 4, and we're going to get back into things here. Now, when last we joined our students, they got a half day in classes, so it was a good day. They could enjoy the Spell Club early. The day was meant to be transmutation studies, however, the class started fairly boring with bookwork and reading, with only Ukyo really liking that. That was when a banging on the door happened, and Mimi was sent to investigate. Upon opening the door, a group of hands lashed out at her. The teacher jumped in to save her, but was taken by those hands and pulled into a crowd of the hungry dead. Ripped limb from limb, eviscerated, blood spurting everywhere. The students slid the door shut and barricaded them, but realized they were in a very tight situation. Screams from the rest of the school and views from the field showed that something terrible was happening. That's when the students decided to try and make it out of the classroom while they still could. After a couple of false starts, they started to make some progress, except for the loss of Kenji as he heroically tried to rush a group of the undead, only for them to take him down. The group made it to the roof, where they discovered some regular students being attacked by more walking corpses, as well as a line of the corpses against the chain link fence that split the roof in half. The undead were dealt with fairly quickly through some great spell use. However, the students were stuck as to what to do. They remembered they had flying brooms, but they were disabled until they could get the magical permission stamp from the principal's office on the ground floor. In a panic, two things happened rather close to each other. Ukyo successfully summoned Sensei Yasukai, the school counselor, to the kids to help guide them, and a portal to the principal's office was made to get the stamps so their brooms could work. Unfortunately, Ukyo didn't take the height difference into account, and Sensei Yasukai was summoned waist deep into the roof itself. In intense horror and blood, she screamed until finally she fell unconscious from the pain and shock. The students panic again at this point, and the entire situation being too much for Kazuo, who casually steps off the roof to his death. Yoshiko tried her hardest to save him as the look of shock and regret flashed across his face, her fingers brushing against his, but he was just that little bit too far and fell to his end, a swarm of the ravenous creatures below devouring his corpse. Bruised, in shock, and shaken, the group now has working brooms and is trying to figure out where to go. The regular mundane students with them are still terrified of what's going on. And finally, the Akuno High School Spell Club took to the skies and decided to head to Sugimoto's mansion since it was fairly large, remote, and walled. And that's where we find ourselves. You guys are in the skies. The village below you, and you don't live in like a large population city or anything per se. You guys for the most part live in a fairly I wouldn't say isolated, it's not really isolated, but a smaller population northern village. And you're flying over top of it. You see like the hills and mountains in the distance and whatnot. And you are, you start to see Sugimoto's mansion coming up towards you. Now, as you're doing so, as you're flying across to the village, watching a wave of destruction very slowly begin to spread from the school grounds, obviously ground zero of the disaster. What is it that is going through your minds? Who are you most worried about? I'm going to start with, let's see here. Which direction do we want to start in? We're going to start with, we'll start with Sugimoto first. We're heading to your house. What's going through your mind right now? Who are you actually worried about in this situation, or what are you actually worried about in this situation?
Most worried about Mom. She's been kind of there. Like she tries at least. Otherwise, he doesn't honestly care, and he kind of hopes they destroy some of the stuff that his dad has made.
Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, god damn it, man. But otherwise, yeah, he's not overly worried just yet. Like he doesn't feel like he's worried about more people.
Okay.
Kind of thing too much. But it's hard to explain.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense, especially knowing that the world of magic exists. I mean, you've been in a state of shock for the past week anyways. So it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Seiko, what, so you're on your broom. What is going through your mind right now? Who are you worried about? What are you worried about?
Seiko's worried about, like, a couple things. First, she's actually more worried about, like, her parents than anything, because, like, she hasn't seen them in a couple days anyways, but, like, she knew one of them was home earlier, because she was home, like, the night before kind of thing. So she's, like, worried about her parents, you know, hoping they're okay. She doesn't want to miss the finale of her show. It's tonight. She's like, I swear to God, Sugimoto's got a big house. I hope there's TVs. The first thing she's gonna do, because she knows she can't go to her house. Well, she could, but like, she's not gonna leave the group right now. Is she's definitely gonna try and like sneak off and find like a show, like a TV to watch her show. Jeez. To hell with the news. She doesn't care about that. And then she's super sad about like the students that died. A little bit more so about Kenji, because they were like buddies, you know? So she's sad about that. And that's pretty much like the main thing she's thinking about.
Now, a quick question about your show. Is it like you need to rush home normally after school to catch this show, or is it something that happens a little later in the evening?
It happens a little later. Like, she doesn't have to like rush, but
okay.
Like, yeah.
All right. I'm going to try and keep that in mind. We'll see. Ukio, so same type of thing. What's going through your mind? Who are you worried about? What are you worried about?
Well, I'm all fucked up before all of this, so she'll be fine. I think Ukio's more worried about like the upcoming tests. Like, I really hope these aren't delaying the tests, because I got all this homework done, I got all the assignments done. Like, I would be really annoyed if they like don't let the test, because I like was ready for. I've been studying for them. I took like 15 practice tests. And now they're going to probably be like, oh, this apocalypse, they're going to be delayed. He's like that kid in the class, you know, who's like, damn it. Or when, you know, the teacher forgets to give homework, he's like, hey, you forgot to give us homework.
That's
just over here like, fuck.
That's so Ukio. Damn it. The worst thing about a zombie apocalypse is the school year is interrupted.
Exactly. Like, how am I supposed to get my education? Like, that's the most important thing right now, guys. Look, we just put the zombies behind some gates and we go back to school, all right?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I see where your priorities are, right? Which I totally get. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And finally, Yoshiko, same questions for you. What's going through your mind? Who are you worried about? What are you worried about?
Yoshiko's worried about her parents, obviously, because they're incredibly oblivious. And are the kind of people who in a zombie apocalypse would definitely be eaten first. Yeah, she's worried about her family, concerned about what's happening and the root cause of it. she's gone from this like shy wallflower to this brave warrior so fast, and it is kind of like overwhelming. She's like it's hard to not like she's trying so hard not to spiral right now.
It is one of those, and that's a classic anime thing. Yeah, it's Yoshiko. I've loved the character progression so far. Love it. From vomiting in the first episode and people see her to suddenly being like shining armor fire. It's great. So you guys move past, you've crossed the village now, and you're now circling over Sugimoto's residence, finally landing in the backyard. And Sugimoto, like, he lives in the nicest property in the entire area. Like it's a walled complex. The backyard has its own like little like miniature shrine and some like shaped topiaries and a little like rock garden and things like this. Like it's super nice. They even have their own little like sheds and like miniature dojo of their own. It's one of those like it's got the central courtyard complexes to it, everything with a more modern, almost Western style house in the front. And yeah, it's in the backyard that you guys land. Now, as you guys land and like finally get off your brooms, so you've got the other people, which I originally called bullies, but some of them are not as bully anymore. Mimi, a couple of the mundane students which had lost their minds, and you get off your brooms, and that's when coming out of one of the side sheds, almost completely oblivious to the fact that you're there, Sugimoto, you recognized your father. He's coming out with what looks to be a large yellow piece of plastic.
Just gonna look at him like, what the?
And as like he's like walking around with this piece of plastic, you realize that it's maybe just another folded up blow up something or other, and being yellow, you're probably guessing at what it is.
What are you doing with that?
Oh, hey, son. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Just tested out a new thing. You know those, like, American, like, car places, and they have those, like, wavy, whacking, inflatable, flailing arm tube man things? Well, we love Pikachu. Wouldn't it be great if there was one that was like Pikachu? Hey, son's friends.
There's no time for that right now. We need to lock this place up.
Yeah. Pikachu is a good idea. Hey, aren't you home early from school? Wait, were you at school? Is it a school day?
A half day.
What?
It's a half day.
It's a half day.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what do you know? Well, you brought a bunch of friends home. Sugimoto, that's really nice of you. We've been wanting you to do that for a while. You're always kind of a little bit of a loner.
Hey, whoa.
No, it's not your fault. People bloom in different things at different speeds. Oh, my boy. The important thing is you understand business.
Well, if you want to keep your business, we're going to have to lock this place up because there's some crazy stuff happening in town.
Can I cast a spell to put him to sleep?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. So you're just gonna put him to sleep? How?
Yeah, like walk up and like touch his head and be like, "This isn't working," and I'm just gonna like touch his head and he's gonna fall asleep.
Yeah. I would say charm would probably work well with this because you're kind of like doing a charm effect to put him to sleep.
Beat me to it.
Wow. Okay. That's not so great. You get your magic die. Don't forget. You do get your magic die.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Explode.
Is it a D4 or D6?
The magic die was I know I haven't played in a few weeks. The D4.
It's 4 because the super special anime moves the 6.
That's the 6. Yeah. Oh, and explodes 7.
Oh, that exploded.
There you go.
7, and is that good, or do I need to add any more?
Let's see. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need to add you're gonna need to add more. Could happen. Not naturally. That's 2. It's a single person, so that's not too bad. How long do you want this to last? Like, how long do you want him to be out?
Long enough to like drag him into the house.
So it's like a few minutes.
Yeah.
6. And you never really cast sleep, but you've kind of heard about sleep things happening before. So you need about a 9. You're looking at about a 9.
Yeah, I will. So I'm at 7 right now.
Yeah.
I will burn 2 adversity tokens to get to 9.
Okay, and don't forget, if you were below
we'll start
3,
with 3. Yeah. So yeah.
bring yourselves back to 3. Yeah, okay, in that case, you just like bonk, and he just like, son, hey, and then just as he goes down, the last word he says, all you hear is Pikachu.
I'll just look at Yoshiko and be like, thank you.
Yeah. Don't thank me yet. You're lifting him, and she walks into the house.
So you guys just kind of like drag him to a shed in the side or something.
We'll bring him into the house.
Okay, bring him into the house. That's fine. So you drag him into the house, and as you do so, you set him on the couch, and you hear in like the kitchen or whatever, you hear your mom like humming to herself. You hear the smells of baking as well.
All right. I'll go in, and Mom, there's some weird stuff I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, that's okay, dear. You look on the counter and you see like a bottle of Valium is out, and it's way lower than it was this morning.
You know what? Just keep doing what you're doing, and I'll walk out.
Okay, dear.
She's good right there.
Yoshiko walks up to like the table, like the kitchen table, and like starts trying to snap 2 of the legs so that they can start reinforcing the door.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. I mean, enough oomph and stuff, and you're gonna be able to take apart furniture. So you start like disassembling furniture. At one point, the mother comes in to inspect, just goes, "Oh my! Well, is that for school?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, dear. And then she just goes back to baking.
Kaneshita,
Woodworking.
or sorry, Udaru, grab the other side of this table. Let's get this over to the door.
Isn't this place walled and gated? Do you
It
think we
is.
could wall up the gate and just... Or do you think they're going to climb the walls? How high are they?
I mean, the walls he has the walls are about like 3 meters high.
Could someone climb them theoretically?
They'd be climbable, yeah. They would have like little like iron wrought bits at the top, because it's a very like Western style grounds that he lives on. And then the front gates are like iron wrought gates.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's barricade the house then.
The gates, they go in, like they move towards the inside, or are they like one of those ones that are on a track that move sideways?
I would say they're probably the ones that move, like they swing in towards the inside.
All right, I'm gonna grab my dad's car keys and move the car in front of the gate.
Smart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You like quickly grab the keys and go out. I'm gonna say like your dad, he's living beyond his means. Like you've got a super swing. Like you're not wealthy, but you're not as wealthy as he portrays himself to be. So you get into like the Rolls Royce and like pull it up next to the gate.
Is there a non Rolls Royce? Because I kind of like the Rolls Royce.
You want to keep that one? We'll say that there's
Camaro instead.
What's Mom's car?
What's Mom's car? Yeah, really though.
Okay, yeah, your mom's got like a Beamer.
Okay, yeah, we'll put that in front.
Okay, so you park the BMW in front of the Iron Rock gate. Then there's nothing at the gate or anything yet. You do live a little bit further outside the skirts of town. You can definitely, in the distance, there's like a little plume of smoke, and at one point you hear like a and then like some screams like ah! And then like one or two like bang bang and like pop pop as like some gunfire going off, which is a big deal because you don't think there'd be a lot of guns in this village. There's definitely shit happening in the distance, and it is very slowly progressing towards your region. It is spreading, and you know from school it spread pretty quickly, all things concerning.
Okay, I'm going to look at everyone and be like, we need to get a message out to everyone, at least the magic users, that to come here and defend. Is there anyone know a way we could just send a large message out like that?
Magic?
Well, yeah, but how? Like,
Kanashida will actually look at you guys and be like, Ukiyo there could just like summon them to us.
What if we like
jokes?
No, I kind of like that.
You remember what happened last time?
Yoshiko just side eyes Uduru in a way like handle your dude.
Uduru does not pick up on any glances. He's just like, hey, what are you looking at?
Like, I'll be like, all right, everyone, I'm gonna try it. I need your help.
Try what?
To send out a mass message.
Okay.
All right.
What? How are you going about this?
Magic? I don't know. I mean, do you have a better idea?
Not really. Just, I don't know. I thought I said magic, and I figured Ukiyo would know some spell or something. He reads all the books.
Everyone just turns at Ukiyo.
Everyone's eyes are trained on Ukiyo right now. Including the 3 mundanes that are here that just had like discovered magic was a thing maybe 15 minutes ago.
Well, it's like reverse summoning, right? So we just gotta make sure that when we send out the messages, we're aiming for people who are magical, so we have a magical base sense of spell. So we have someone that focuses on sensing all the magical folks, and then we have it set up to reverse summon messages out.
Aren't we like higher up, like compared to where the rest of the city is? Like we're a little bit more north of the city. Why don't we just like shoot like a big magical fireworks into the sky that just says like the address and tell people to come here?
And also attracts every single zombie in the city?
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna fight. They're gonna come here anyways.
I mean, Ukiyo sounds like he's got it pretty much together. Sugimoto, do you have like a room that he can sit in by himself and cast that?
I figured we would all help out. If we all help out, maybe we could make it a bigger net.
She like looks at Ukiyo, thinks back to the teacher in the fucking in the ground, looks at Sugimoto and says, "No."
I'm talking about the message, not summoning people here.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Still not going to be in that room.
We could just do it right here, out in the front.
Yoshiko starts backing up, like looking for another room to fucking to move into, or some wall to hide behind.
Kanashida will actually go up to Ukiyo, like put his hand on your shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, I believe in you." And then holds a straight face for a second before suddenly bursting out laughing and walking away and being like,
I'm going to run up and punch Kanashito.
"Oh, fuck, yeah, okay. Can you make a fight roll for me, please?" All right. He's not.
I get a +1.
Okay. +1. Yeah. Okay. So 10. Yeah, he's not expecting it. So it doesn't do any like major damage to him, but like you hear a slight crack under his nose. He totally wasn't expecting it. Like you just like came out of nowhere, just like hurrah! And he like tumbles over a couch and is like sprawled out on the floor with like a bleeding nose.
And I'll be like, I said this wasn't the time for jokes.
Holy shit! Calm down. We got powers now, man. We can fly. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah, but where are you gonna go? Do you even know?
Are we gonna be okay? Kenji, like, died. Did you not see that?
Kenji was an idiot.
The teacher died.
Ukiyo did that.
No, the other teacher died.
Oh yes, that was pretty intense. But I mean, we weren't expecting it.
My.
We weren't expecting that. We're expecting it now. As soon as they're here, we can just fly away. They're zombies. What are they gonna do?
Fly where?
I don't know. We live on an island. We'll fly to another island.
What if there's zombies there?
I don't think zombies can swim, can they?
What if this is happening all around the world, all at the same time?
I mean, maybe, but if it is, then what are we gonna do about it?
Wait,
We have to do something.
I'm just gonna start trying to attempt this message. This mass message. If no one else is gonna help me, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help.
So you just start like channeling and drawing in this energy in the center of the room. Sheepishly, it looks like she's about to go help Kanashido when then she just kind of sidesteps him, and Maboshia actually comes over and begins to help you channel.
Oh.
Nice.
So she comes in and you. So who all is helping right now? Is it Ukyo is?
Yeah.
And Maboshia.
Yoshiko has taken the mundanes into another room.
Okay, so you're off with the mundane kids that are like they don't know what the fuck's going on. Here, just so people at home can kind of see what's going on here. Seiko, what are you doing right now?
She's still like going off to Kanashido about like, what if the zombies are everywhere, man? Like we have to do something kind of thing. She's like so absorbed in trying to explain why she's like right that she's not even realized that they're doing the spell.
Okay, all right. Mimi is gonna help out as well as much as she can. She just like comes up. She's like, I'm gonna help you as well if that's okay. And then Udaru's just standing there, not really understanding what's going on. So it's the four of you. So Sugimoto, you're kind of taking the lead on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the one that they are helping. Now you're trying to create this you're trying to weave a spell that is this like communication network to try and reach who exactly?
Basically anyone with magic within I'm trying to think of a distance. What's like the neighboring cities?
Okay, all right. So anyone magic within your territories, like the region, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I like that. So it's going to be a brains based role. I would say at this point, as you're trying to weave this communications network together. But you are going to get a number of magic dice equal to the group. So instead of just 1d4, you're going to get 4d4 magic dice.
Sweet.
Sweetness.
All right.
44 exploding dice?
Yeah, 44 exploding dice.
But I'm like charging up, like really, like, let's send this. And the message is basically just going to say, zombies in, I forget what town we're in.
I've never actually given you a name. It's a fictional town. So if you want to name it, feel free. If not, don't worry about it. Generic Japanese high school village town.
So yeah, I'm going to be like, zombies have invaded thing. We need help from all magic.
Actually, you went to Akuno High School. We'll just call it Akuno.
I was going to say, I always thought it was Akuno because that's the name of the high school.
Yeah, there we go.
So just like a one sentence message that's sent out to all magic users.
Now you've described that you're like channeling in this energy and weaving this network and working together all of this stuff. So I'm going to give you the special technique dice as well. So if you also get the additional 1d6.
Oof. All right. So I got a d10, a d6, and 4d4.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no.
Strong start.
Very strong start.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there we go. There we go.
And then one more. Ugh. Wasn't as high as I was hoping.
That's still what, 17? Did I math that right?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That is still an astounding roll.
Yeah. I don't have any bonuses to brains.
Yeah, that's still an astounding roll. So you coalesce and work this thing, and you create this sparkling net. Actually, I'll let you describe exactly how it is that this thematically happens as you toss it out to people.
So I'm standing there, and they all have kind of their hand on my shoulder or wherever, as high as they can reach on my arm, and we're just kind of we got that pulsating magic going around us, just starting to go around, and then after a bit, you could just see all of us kind of struggling to just push this out, to just make it explode out to actually work and go as far as we want. And just as we feel kind of faint, you could see us just kind of oh god, it just poof out, and in this bluish gray hue all out, and just pushes out from all four of us out into the world. And it's visible. It's very visible.
So this shimmering, visible communications net, it sparkles out, sprinkles out, and I feel like you'd maybe you don't get the exact locations per se, but you feel almost like these pings happening around you as it reaches and connects to the other magic users in this region of Japan, ping 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 ping, and there's probably a good other 24 people that you connect with. And you connect with one back at the high school, but then there's a sudden flash, a sudden darkness that you feel about you as an image pushes itself into your mind with a snap, almost like a cracking of glass, as it uses your own communication network to almost send a message back to you immediately, as you see this dark figure, face obscured. You can't tell who or what it is, but you do just hear a voice going, "Got you."
Shit.
Your communication network is created, but unfortunately it seems like that part where it connected to him at the school, or her or them, spreads out again. And the communication network, the energy it's not siphoned, it still works, but it's almost augmented. And you see a whole bunch of other pings, ping, 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 mostly coalescing around the school, but also spreading out slowly from the school as well. And you don't feel like these were the normal spellcasters. It's with this communication network. You once again you hear the four of you, just the four of you. The rest of them can feel this communication network take hold, but it's only the four of you that hear that voice again, as a command ripples and rings throughout the network, and you hear a "get them." And at once, all those little new pings, we're going to say greenish in color, begin to shift your direction.
Okay, that backfired. Sort of.
Look, we'll just solve this by letting me try and summon that guy. I'm kidding.
Repeated summoning spell!
They're all on their way here, it seems.
Oh, shit.
Seiko's gonna turn and be like, "What?"
Yeah, Kanashiro also no quip, no nothing, just turns around and "What?"
Apparently the magic user was, and we knew he was at the school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Some dark force at the school. Yeah.
Dark force at the school?
Everything here.
Here. Seiko just she's like she has a headache or something. Gonna miss my show. It started at the school. We have to go back.
Let's go face him. Let's go.
We have to, right? We have to I don't know, arm ourselves up somehow, get prepared as best we can, and we have to go back.
Well, I don't know if the other ones heard me, because I did feel there was more that weren't kind of this dark presence. So I'm hoping they show up.
Go up here?
Yeah,
I mean, they might.
we might get some backup.
You want to wait, but the longer you said they're all coming here, like the them or the zombies.
Both?
Yes.
So you want to wait here for backup?
At least here we can defend ourselves.
How well?
We got the
How-
walls.
But they can climb the walls.
How did we know that?
They look climbable.
Cause reasons.
Do you see how fast those zombies were? How many zombies are coming here? What if they just pile on top of each other and just run up each other? Like, I've seen a lot of zombie movies, okay? There's a lot of things they could do. We don't know anything really about them, other than the fact that they can tear a person limb from limb in, like, fucking 3 seconds. It leads me to believe that, honestly, they may as well just... Maybe they're all, like, freaking parkour enthusiasts who can just run up the wall. Who knows?
Yoshiko walks in after hearing Psycho yelling at fucking Sugimoto and goes, "Did it work?"
Yes and no. But
hell is-
more like yes and unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So yes, we were able to get a message out to at least I think all the magic users in our region. The unfortunate part, it also means that the one that's at the school that's caused all this probably is also got the message and knows where we are.
Yeah, and he sent the zombies here.
So we're leaving, right?
I think we're gonna go back to the school and stop it. That's what I want to do, because I think that's the best way to handle it.
Kanashido actually walks up. He's like, "Oh, hey, listen on here. We've known magic for days. You've just signaled to a bunch of people that, like, hopefully are professionals at this to take care of this. Hands washed. We're done. Right?
Hands washed,
No.
we're done. Don't you have a family?
Yeah, but I mean, not around here right now. They're in the Caribbean.
Okay, but others do, and we're not just going to abandon them.
Well, you're not gonna like fight the evil things, right?
Kanashito, you know it's just easier to say you're a coward. You don't have to come up with all these lies and all these bullshit and blasphemy. Just say you're a coward and walk away.
Go off, Ukyo! Yeah!
I don't understand you people sometimes. It's pragmatism. I'm not being cowardly.
Yeah.
Right. Run away so that you can live to run away another day until they're all over the world, and then where do you run, Kanashido? When everyone's dead and you're the only one left, where do you go?
Okay, listen here, youngins and Sugimoto, which you might as well be part of them. We've got what and then as he's about to talk, Maboshio actually goes up and just like slaps him and says, "Sit down, shut the fuck up."
I know she's probably like hates me now, but Ukyo's just like really looking at her like oh my god.
Maboshia,
Like, yeah.
can you and Uduru and I guess this jackass get the Mundies out of here along with Sugimoto's dad so that every
And mom.
single zombie in the city doesn't eat his parents?
Where do we take them? Where do you take them?
Yeah, like where do we go? And honestly,
I feel like we should just all go back and stay as a group.
as you mentioned about Kanashido, like I'm not gonna be a coward. I'm not like as good at like this stuff. I'm not like as powerful as Sugimoto or as like knowledgeable as like Ukyo or something, but I gotta do something. I mean,
Yoshiko
I've always been kind of useless, you know?
Yoshiko puts her hand on Maboshia's shoulder and says, "I'm not asking you to be cowardly. I'm asking you to be a hero. These people need your help. Get them somewhere safe."
All right. Yeah, okay. But where?
The mall?
Oh no.
Oh, the mall and a zombie apocalypse? That seems like a good idea, right? Like, we've got all the stuff we could use there, and it's like got a couple levels to it.
Unless it
there's
was
been-
filled with people already, and they've
I've
turned.
seen a movie about this one time.
Or how about like the hospital, in case we get hurt or something?
Oh, actually, that's probably worse. Where do you think they take all the people that get hurt really bad? What do you
Is it
think
like-
happens to them when they die in the hospital?
Take them up
Yosh-
the hills.
Yoshiko actually sits down and gets into a meditative
Okay.
stance, and she's trying to channel her grandmother.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you're like back in the room here. Okay, so you're channeling. I'm not. I am gonna make you make a roll for this. I'm gonna say a grit roll, magic. So you get your magic die with it.
Okay.
Just because you normally only channel your grandma in the shrine.
At the shrine.
Yeah. 5 is going to be enough. I wasn't going to make it hard because your grandma's really connected to you. Just she wouldn't have been thinking to be summoned elsewhere. So for the first time, so she appears and she actually, because it probably your emotional state and the fact that you're like channeling her from some random ass mansion on the outside of town, she physically manifests in front of everybody, not just for you, as this like transparent monochromatic like blue and white elderly lady sort of like begins to like wispily like come into the room, and you see not just her but like some things around the room begin to move, and then after they've moved a bit you start to see like these little like blue wispy spirits like carrying them around and like sort of like moving things around and stuff.
Yoshiko looks at her grandmother and says, "I think you may know what's going on."
Oh, hi, dearie. Yes, I was a little worried. My senses are limited these days. I sensed darkness at the school, and then by the time, it takes me a little time to wake up these days, by the time I could try to search for you, which is really hard for me, you weren't there anymore, and I didn't know where to find you, dearie.
Is it possible for you and the spirits to make the shrine a safe place?
I think so. As long as we're
With the
not
help-
too overwhelmed. If whatever darkness it is focuses on that place, I don't think it could hold for long. But if it's just against the random things roaming around or whatnot, I think we could make it safe.
Yoshiko nods and points at Maboshia and says, "What if she's able to help?"
Yes, a living witch could help channel the power. Once again, my powers in the afterlife are limited, but yeah, as long as whatever this darkness is doesn't focus all of its attention there, we should be okay.
Yoshiko locks eyes with Maboshia and says, "Think you can handle that?"
Yeah, I think I can handle that. I feel a little weird being out of the fight, but I can do it.
Oh, well, if we fail, the fight's gonna come to you, so...
I got it. Okay. We'll do our best, right? And she's like looking over to Kanashido.
Oh,
And you hear Udo in the background going, "Yeah!" Like not realizing that's not who that was focused on.
Yeah.
We'll bring the 3 Mondays with us.
And my parents.
And your parents. Yeah, we can the Brooms, I think we can boost them. I think we can do good. I think we can bring 5 people on 5 extras on the rooms. I should be okay. Is there anything else that you need of us before we go?
Just to make sure that we meet you, you're in one piece. When we're done.
Okay. Kanashido, he steps forward and he actually looks at you and says, "Yeah, I'm not doing it."
What?
No, Mimi, you're going. I'm staying. These imbeciles are going to need extra backup. My strength.
Yoshiko punches him in the face.
Crack! Okay, go ahead and roll a fight for me.
God.
Like, just as Sugimoto was about to, like, move forward, you see, like, Yoshiko go at him.
Okay, he was a little more prepared for it this time. Like, he still, like, stumbles back a bit and, like, barely catches your fist. He's like, come on, I'm trying to be good here.
I mean, who do you think's better in a fight, Mimi or Kaneshito?
You want Mimi on the front lines, you want me on the front lines.
Mimi's gonna get ripped apart if we take her with us.
You see her, like cross her legs as if she's trying not to pee herself and blushing, and she goes,
No
True,
offense, Mimi.
I'd rather Kanashito die on the front lines than Mimi.
I think Mimi and Kanashito can go so that it's easier to transport 5 people. There's only 4 people on brooms to 5 people who don't have magic. If Kanashito comes with us, that leaves 3 people to try and drag 5 people to the shrine on brooms.
They can do 3 and come back.
Do we know that? Do we know how much time we have before this place is surrounded?
Fair point.
Maboshi actually looks at you and she goes, listen, Uru's strong and I took to flying really quick. The 2 of us can each carry 2 people. If Mimi can just carry the 1, I think we're okay. But, I mean, it's up to you guys. I wouldn't want Kanashito either.
Kanashito, last pick? Haha.
Yoshiko just looks and goes, Maboshia, I'm really sad that you're not coming with us, because you're going to be a lot more useful than he is. But, again, I think you're doing the right thing.
I offered, but no, I agree. Whoever goes, we need someone that can make sure that we hold the line one way or another.
Mimi, go with them.
If they come banging on that door, I'll make sure I'll hold the door.
No, don't hold it.
My grandma and the spirits should be able to keep you safe, or at least help you. Trust in your magic, and let them guide you as best as they can.
Okay. Kanashita looks at you and he goes, listen, you're not my boss. And you're going to need me, whether you like me or not. You know I'm good in a fight.
Yoshiko looks at Kanashito and says, you should just keep your mouth shut and come with us before I light you on fire.
Oh. Good in a fight? Who went 5-0?
Becca, like, huffs and she's like, can you save that energy for the zombies?
Oh my god, he's getting bullied out here.
No, like,
trying to help
both of them, like...
Cat's like, oh, there's no bullies anymore, and we turn in.
Look at me, I'm the bully now.
Like, seriously, let's conserve our strength for kicking zombie ass instead of each other's.
Yeah, all right. So with that, Maboshia, Mimi, Uduru, they end up taking, they get your still sleeping father, your high as fuck mom, and the 3
and the Valium.
Yeah, with like she like that's the only thing she takes with her is like that bottle of pills.
Oh my god!
Like stuffs it into her purse. She's like, I'm all set. And despite like not realizing magic was his thing, still doesn't act shocked when she gets on a flying broom. She might have already thought she was flying. Yeah, the 6 of them take off.
Sugimoto, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this place insured?
I mean...
Probably not insured against zombies.
What about fire?
Yeah.
Are you okay if we destroy all the Pikachus?
Oh god, yes.
Oh, that's all.
Can we?
But wait, you want to burn down the house?
Yoshiko looks at Ukyo and goes, do you think you could help me make a bomb?
Yes.
Let's find, okay, so we're going to find the central most point of this place.
Mm-hmm.
And once it is breached, the bomb is going to explode and light it on fire.
I like it. Yeah, let's demolition derby this house. Let's get a whole bunch of fucking... You got gas and stuff? Like, what do you...
Sayako, we're magic. We're magic. I want to make a magic firebomb.
Oh, that's even better. I was just gonna, like, do arson.
Bruh.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I've got my Phoenix powers.
I could use my wind magic to enhance your flames, you guys.
Yeah, so like a catalyst that will just make it explode all over the place.
Oh yeah, maybe I could set up like wind tunnels to like send the heat from the flames into like the center of the house so that it builds up.
Sugimoto's standing there kind of in shock that they just want to blow up his house.
Don't you hate this place, Sugimoto?
That's where my stuff
I
is.
mean, I'm just not a fan of all the Pikachus, but the house is nice.
Sugimoto, let's be clear. Nothing's going to be the same once the zombies tear into this place, or demons, or whatever else.
That's true.
You made this house into a beacon for. So
You'll have to desanitize this place somehow. Like zombie guts and shit all up in your tile wood. Like that's man. You're gonna have to demolish this place after, anyways.
Look, just realize that this destroys all the Pikachu stuff, and you never have to see it again, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my dad's like liquor cabinet and grab a drink.
All right. Yeah.
It goes like, can you pour me one? I do that at home too.
You do find a half bottle of sake, which is good because the vast majority of what he drinks are banana daiquiris.
They would be.
Seiko will take a banana daiquiri. Seems funny. Seems like a Seiko drink.
And here's me wondering, question for the audience, if anyone's still watching or whatever, how likely is YouTube to get upset that my players are like, let's do arson?
It's only imaginary arson. It's all in the make-believe. They can't POS on that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm leaving it in anyways. I don't give a shit.
I had to stop myself from Googling how to make a bomb.
The stuff that I've Googled for D&D, like, there was an entire campaign where I had to Google, like, advanced torture techniques. I'm on a list somewhere. I'm on lists. Several of them. I have to be.
Look, I'm a dungeon master. What kind?
Or, like, at one time I had to Google exactly how, like, a nuclear reactor works and stuff. Like,
oh, nice.
Someone's watching me right now. Yeah. Stuff you do for D&D games, like RPGs. Yeah. So you're transforming this house basically into a bomb is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. I love it. So Yoshiko, you're kind of the ringleader in this, I would say at the moment. You're the one that seems to be having this grand idea, putting this bomb baby together. And
ringleader was an interesting word to use, but we'll go.
We're gonna see how many flag words I can get YouTube to get me for. So we're gonna. So you're describe to me how you're doing this. Like, are you like weaving a network through the house that like has a trigger? Like, what is going on here? How are you manufacturing this together thematically?
It's definitely evolved from what I thought it was going to be. There's now like a whole intricate like house system throughout the house that's going to focus things. I was I want to start by forming the central bomb by like it's like just going to be like a large compacted magical flame that the center is going to have one of Seiko, like a wind bomb that Seiko is going to make. Mm-hmm. Ukyo is going to use his book knowledge to like do the math on what we need to make the perfect catalyst to make it spread the best. Mm-hmm. And then once the central one is formed, we're going to plant smaller ones just like that all around the house, that when they explode, Saeko is going to have some kind of wind tunnel magic that will activate and like basically like wave the fire throughout the entire house, making the whole thing just one giant bomb.
I've seen Backdraft. Yeah. I understand.
However, the condition has to be that it has to be as effective as possible. So, like, we need to think of, like, a person capacity or a body capacity. Like, how many bodies in here before it goes off? Do we wait until something touches the central bomb? Because then we know that things are flooding in.
Yeah, I like when, like, something touching the central bomb, or, like, you know what I mean? Because that's, or maybe like a time-based detonation after something touches the central bomb. It, like, takes a couple seconds and then goes off.
Okay,
Just so a few more things can flood in.
Kanashino actually makes a suggestion. He looks at you and goes, well, you probably don't realize it, but I dabbled in magic a little bit before we started. My specialty is actually in illusion magic. Changed my grades with it and stuff. No, that's you. So
you're the one that tried to kill someone.
You're the one that did.
Hey, can we fucking focus, please?
Yeah. Thank you, Yoshiko, Psycho says.
Skanasha says, I could make an illusion of us in the center at the bomb so that they have something that they want to head towards. I'm just saying that could be my contribution.
Sure. That actually is not a bad idea at all. If they have a target that they think they're going to reach, again, that's going to cause a bigger flood to that central part, I think. She's thinking back to, like, every single zombie movie that she's ever watched. This could work.
And then I'm assuming, like, Sugimoto, your contribution to it, what would your contribution to this be? Are you like, because you're kind of I would say energetically probably one of the strongest here. Are you just like the battery that everyone's feeding off of, or?
Probably, like, I've been doing a lot of fire magic as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So probably trying to channel that in as well.
So it's really you and Yoshiko are the ones, like, helping to weave the fire together and stuff.
While Yukio reads off, like, just like probably like, so you do this and this with like one of the books or something.
So here's my suggestion. Since Ukio's the one that's kind of laying the groundwork to figure out how everything sort of mechanically works, I'm thinking it would be Ukio making a magical brains roll, but with a magic die for each person that's involved. So it's going to be 5d4 magic dice. Yeah, Ukio, if as you're like weaving these things together, you're kind of like telling people where to go, what to do, and everyone else is using their various skill sets to help with it. The fire magics, the illusions, the air magic, which, that just feeds fire. Ukio, you're the one that's weaving it all together, which is super complicated for someone that's been doing magic for 3 fucking days. So I would like a brains roll and then your extra 5d4 magic dice as well.
I believe in you, Guidebook.
Oh, nice.
Guidebook. Is that his nickname?
That's his nickname.
Oh no.
Look, all my ones.
Oh,
it's
my
great.
gosh. I gave you so many dice.
19.
Can we use adversity tokens?
19 is still pretty good.
I want to make it a 20.
Once again, this system isn't a pass or fail thing. The higher it goes, the better it is.
Right.
So it's as much as you want to pump into it.
I would like to pump 1 adversity token into it to make it 20.
Okay. All right. So it's currently at 20.
I'll also pump 1 into it. Yeah, let's all put 1 into it.
Right.
You too, Kanashiro. I'm kidding.
Basically, it's 19, but it's going to be an extra 5 if everyone's putting an extra 1 into it then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 24. That is massive. So you easily, let's see how much you beat. You're beating the basic by, because this is a breaks the rules of reality situation, creating a giant house bomb.
Oh no! You blow up the world.
Look,
So
he has been hanging out on Reddit for a little
14.
too much.
It's instantaneous, which well, actually, technically, it lasts. We'll say it lasts for an hour. So 16.
Yeah.
And you've never done this before. Well, you've done similar things, I want to say. So, actually, it would have been a 19 just to make it work.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So we beat it off rip.
Yeah, you beat it even before the extra bonuses. So basically, you're beating it by 5, which is really good. Yeah, you're doing okay. So You managed to weave this together, working together. There's this like network of like this large central core bomb, I want to say is in the center part of the house. We'll say like probably that there's like a wine cellar type thing. It'd probably be like underneath the middle of where the illusion is, so that you don't see it per se, you just see the illusion. And then there's all these other smaller bombs sort of hidden throughout the house. So these like little orbs of condensed fire, almost like miniature suns, with these like swirling bits of wind around them, ready to spring forth and like spread it throughout the house and everything, all weaved with this invisible net that links them all together, with the shell basically holding the central one together being the most tenuous, that as soon as it something not you guys walks into the middle, that's when it goes off. Like, this takes a while to put together. You're here for the better part of probably 20-30 minutes, and as you're putting the finishing touches, that's when you're already hearing like crashing and crunching and everything coming from the front gate, and you definitely know that you're not alone. So you know,
Brooms, time to get out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yoshiko, the last thing, as like they're getting on their brooms and starting to fly off, Yoshiko is going to run around the house and turn on as many TVs, like cranked full blast as possible,
okay,
and like just like fly out from one of the windows.
All right. So you guys get onto your brooms and you start to fly out. You're all getting a little bit tired just because of how massive that undertaking was. But you're not tired enough that you can't fly away or anything like that.
Definitely going to my room and grabbing a couple very quick things before I leave.
Yeah. What kind of things
like
are you grabbing?
little...
What are your important items?
My important items would be, kind of like a picture of my parent. Well, it'd be a picture of my parents, but like folded in half, so I can.
It's just your mom.
Yes, it has both of them, but like usually it's just folded to mom. And what else would I have? Maybe a pack of smokes.
One of your, like, I imagine, like, because of your parents, like, you're not the type that you don't even have to hide it. It's not like under your bed or anything. It's just like on your desk.
Yeah, just grabbing a couple things and taking off. All
right. So as you guys are taking off, you can see this swarm of the undead coming in through the front gates. Some of them have climbed over the wall. Apparently they can climb. Some of them have actually managed to like bend the gates back a little bit. You actually see one of them significantly larger than the other, misshapen stacks of muscle upon muscle actually pick up the one car and like toss it to the side, just like as it like bends the gate out, and they all start rushing into the house. A couple of them kind of notice you guys take off into the sky and like break off from the pack, but the vast majority of them are following this big hulking thing that is just bashing into the house. Anyways, as this big thing like bashes in through the house, like completely destroying the front foyer, you can see these things like swarming in through windows, side entrances, stuff like this as you begin to fly away. So they go in, and how far away do you guys fly? Like, do you just like book it and don't look back, or do you hang around to see how effective it was?
If I seen that thing, that big throwing a car, like Seiko's like flying, but still like keeping an eye. Like she gets a safe distance away, and maybe even like like just floats on her broom and watches, like
kind of flying backwards.
Yoshiko is also going to turn around and like float up and like turn and like watch and wait for it.
Almost all of them end up going inside. A couple of stragglers, like I said, kind of like wander around the property and stuff. But the vast majority of them go inside, and for a moment, it's almost quiet. Like you still hear some fires and gunshots and screams and everything from the village, but in your local area, except for every once in a while hearing like a crash, crunkle, crunkle, you're not. The house dampens a lot of the moans and groans from the zombies inside. And then just for a moment, you hear and then it grows even quieter for a second as there's almost like a suctioning sound of wind going into the house, and then the house just goes. Splinters and shards and gore and viscera in just this massive fireball explosion. Not only because of the awesome spell that you had, but also due to the fact that his father's job was creating inflatable Pikachus, there was canisters upon canisters of compressed air in the basement.
Nice.
So there's like this like shockwave. You almost tumble off your brooms for a second as you hold on for dear life as this like visible ripple happens through the air, almost extinguishing the flames for a second before they finally like just condense, and there's this like mushroom cloud as you've like made this almost like mini nuke of like flames and fire. Even the stragglers outside are taken care of as the entire property is completely leveled. There's just a awful stinking hole in the ground where Sugimoto's house used to be. Even most of the wall has been tumbled and crumbled to the side.
Echo's like cheering and screaming, like she's like so excited. She's like, I've never seen anything like that before except in anime. Like,
Yoshiko's insanely glad that she's not the only one who's like elated at what she just saw, because like her face is like Joker grin, like she just got Joker gassed, like full like this ear to ear smile, like just wide eyes, like, you know, kid on Christmas.
they goes like, Sugimoto, I'm sorry about your house, but at least we saved your parents.
Sugimoto's head, he just kind of like lowers his head a bit.
Seiko, I would like you to make a grit roll for me. Just a straight up grit roll.
Sure.
The rolls tonight.
Love it.
I use my cool under pressure to spend an adversity token to take half of my die instead of rolling on a snap decision.
Yes, you may.
All right, that's a 5.
Good. Okay. Whew. That had me concerned. I thought you were about to instantly die. All right.
Nice.
Oh my god.
So you guys you're marveling at what's happening down below, and you're like kind of like mentally high-fiving each other and stuff like that, when all of a sudden out of nowhere this like green and purple twisted magical bolt comes from above you and just snipes Seiko in the head, knocking her off of her broom, and it looks like she's not unconscious but heavily dazed, falling towards the ground.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm gonna rush to her.
Okay, roll a flight check for me, please.
Oh, what is my flight? Okay.
While he is trying to rescue her, can I fly towards where the bolt came from?
Yes. So, looking up where the bolt came from, and it's sort of like you didn't see it at first because it's kind of in the direction of the sun. But as it moves around, you see 3 other figures on brooms, rotting corpses, come around and start flying towards you as we deal with some zombie wizards.
Does my guardian kick in for this?
Oh yeah, I believe it does. What's that do? On broom. Yes. So it does. It does. Yeah, because you're on your broom.
So I want to re-roll that. If your check fails, you may re-roll the magic die once.
Yeah, do it up.
I'm probably still failing.
Oh.
Wait, I'm gonna do my support. I'm gonna do my support thingy. I'm gonna spend adversity token so I give a +2 to you.
I'm gonna say this is a snap decision, so you can't actually help. Because it would definitely be a snap decision. Seiko hasn't hit the ground. You guys were pretty high up. She's still falling, but I'm just going to say that this particular check, like Sugimoto, you're just dive bombing, trying to get as fast as you can, but she had a bit of a head start on you, and you're still trying to catch up here. Let's add you guys to some sort of initiative just to keep this in order. Actually, I should add the bad guys on here first. Welcome back. So, Sugimoto is diving down towards Seiko, who's kind of dazed at the moment. Let's give you something to say that you're kind of dazed. And Yoshiko, you look up to see these like zombie wizards also flying in the sky.
Okay. Is it safe to assume that I'm in my Phoenix magical girl form?
Probably not, because it's the type of thing I don't think you'd be able to keep it up for long periods of time because it would be too draining.
Okay, because I figured I would have been in it to make those magic bombs, right?
Most likely you would have been focusing all of your energy on those per se, I would say, because keeping up your form would be energy intensive over time.
Well, she's going to then try to manifest the Confident Phoenix Magical Girl transformation, but she wants to do it in a way that it transforms her wand into flaming wings, so that she can maintain flight.
All right. So that you're not relying on the broom per se?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that I can get my hands.
So charm, magic, and you got a cool name for it, so you know what? I'm even going to give you the D6 for the anime technique.
Perfect. D4 and D6. That's kind of sad.
Still more than enough, especially since you've done it before and stuff. You can easily get through this. As long as you're not trying to get it to last for like longer than a day or something. Like if it's just like an hour or less, this would be more than enough.
Yeah, I want it to last with the transformation.
Okay, great. So yeah, you transform and like describe to me your magical girl transformation sequence here.
Yeah, she spins and turns into a bright glowing, like just white form, just like the Sailor Moon classic transformation. She gets those like the red thigh high like boots again. She gets the like Sailor Scout maid dress with the like frill that kind of looks like phoenix wings. She gets like the little band across her head. Her hair changes color to like that red. She like, and the broom like disappears for a moment and like turns into a glowing ball of flaming light that like flies onto her back and spreads out into these cool phoenix wings made of flame.
It's awesome.
And her eyes start to glow red as she looks up and says, "Oh, no, not today."
Oh.
So just for a moment, Yoshiko actually like eclipses like the power of the sun, and she is the brightest thing in this daylight sky. And yeah.
I'm assuming that's the whole turn.
Transforming at this point would be your turn at this right now.
How close to the ground am I?
So you are conscious. You're falling. You figure if someone doesn't get you very soon, or you figure out a way to assist yourself, and because you're not near your broom, unfortunately, your broom is still like hovering in the sky. You're gonna go sploot.
How much shit's on the ground? Like, are there zombies near? Like, if I were to just...
I'd say, like, you're not over top of the blown up property. You traveled a little bit because you didn't want to be directly over it, just in case. Yeah. So you're kind of over top of the village more proper. There's definitely some shit going on down there. You can see people running and screaming. You can see like more zombies like coming out of houses where there was previously people going in those houses. Like, shit's happening.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's like, if I land on the ground, I'm probably done. Right. Can I pull my broom to me with wind?
You can always try. It's Kids on Brooms.
Yeah. I mean, can I just like guide it to me? I'm thinking either that or I try and use magic to break the fall, but I think that's gonna end poorly.
You can do anything. You tell me what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I would like to shit. Yeah, I would like to have pull my broom to me.
Okay, now when you're pulling your broom to you, are you trying to do it like physically pulling it with like wind magic or something, or are you trying to like call it to you with like the bond you have with your broom?
I think I want to call it to me.
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna say it's a charm roll.
Okay. With magic?
Yes, I would say you imbue magic into this as you're crafting it to be like your magical bond between them. Ooh.
I rolled 22.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I think 23, actually. I think you have a +1.
To
Yeah, plus
that's my grade, right? That doesn't apply to magic stuff.
Oh, your charm. You have a +1 on stat for non-magic and a +1 for magic by the looks of it. So, yeah, you're.
Do I?
Yeah, I believe so. Seiko? Yeah, beside your charm, do you see the +1 in stat and +1 in magic?
Oh, I didn't even. Okay, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the magic rolls have that +1, so it's an extra +1 there. Yeah, okay. That you. So Sugimoto, you're like racing down to get Seiko as you see her like her eyes flutter open a little bit, and like, how did you call your broom to you, Seiko?
She's like falling. I guess she kind of like, she's a little stunned. She just sort of like realizes she's not on her broom and like sees a bunch of shit going below her, and she just like reaches her hand out and it just like flies into her hand and she just gets right up on it like how she was, before she got knocked off.
All right,
flying,
so yeah, Sugimoto, you actually like feel the wind just rush past you as this broom just like right past, like jetting down towards Seiko. As she's like, I don't know, like screaming out Nimbus or something, and all of a sudden it's like down there. And yeah, it snaps right into your hand, halting your progress with a bit of a oof. But yeah, you're still a little dazed. I was actually going to make that harder on you, but then you rolled like a god, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, she's not falling. She's like good.
Yeah.
I guess she'd probably try to see what the fuck hit her. Like she felt it in the back of her head, obviously.
Mm-hmm. So you see, even around the now glowing like phoenix form of Yoshiko, the bright, like these fiery, almost like angel wings going on, this like halo, almost once again, like you're looking up and like there's the sun and then her, and she's the brighter object, and just past her you see these like sickly green orid forms with these like red glowing eyes on these brooms, these rotting corpses atop brooms with these like gnarled wands that are like half broken, all sort of hovering above there.
Oh, gross. Can I do anything else with my turn, or is
that would be it for your turn?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Seiko's just gonna like see that, and also see that Sugimoto was like flying towards her, and be like, like thumbs up, like she's good, kind of thing.
All right. Yeah. So Sugimoto, you can definitely see that she's, although probably a little dazed and whatnot, she's got like a mark on the side of her head. She's given a thumbs up and she's holding on to her broom. She seems okay at the moment.
Cool.
Which is, if she hadn't have made that, you were her only choice. So it's a good thing you were down there anyways. Ukyo.
Yeah. Also, I really love the little thing that animates around me. It's your turn. It's fucking cool. So Ukyo has learned from his mistakes, and he's going to attempt to summon Excalibur inside one of those trees.
Okay. All right. So it's like going once again back to your ancestors of Merlin's. What did I say? It was his brother.
Yeah.
Back to your ancestor of Merlin's brother. And you are once again summoning Excalibur just in a loner situation, and attempting to summon inside of one of the zombies. I like it. So let's see here. 7 breaks. It's small. It's very small. So, and it's how long are you trying to keep this sword around? Instant, and it'll go away immediately. A few minutes or an hour.
I would say instant. Just literally just to stab the zombie.
Okay. All right. That makes it a lot easier. All right. And then you've summoned it before. Not a lot of times, but you've summoned it before. Yeah. It's so it's a moderately difficult challenge, I want to say. It's not going to be the easiest thing in the world, but it's not going to be super, super hard either. And I would summoning things, we've kind of run off of brains in the past, so go ahead and roll a brains magic.
No.
I like it.
Why am I getting fun? I can't reroll, can I? Damn it.
No, this isn't a system with rerolls unless you have specific things, like with Sugimoto.
Yeah.
And then a D4.
And then a D4 for magic.
Explode.
Oh, it
It
exploded.
exploded. So that's 8. Oh, that is not enough.
If I push it to 9, would it be enough?
You need a 10.
No. Why am I the only one with loyalty? Spellslinger, if you fail spell check, add +3 to a negative number, and you'll still lose roll no matter what, but you could reduce your loss to -1.
At this point, it wouldn't make a difference.
Okay. All right. I guess it unfortunately doesn't.
And we
Too
can't
bad.
help him, eh?
This is kind of a snap decision situation. Is he just like quickly being like, sword, go? So I'm going to say it's being snap decision.
I get +1 actually to brain checks. So if I spend 2 adversity tokens and then my +1 to brain checks, that would be 10.
Yes, it would.
You have 8?
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah.
You need 10?
Well, it's
You only
it's,
need one adversity token.
It would bring me up to 8, and I spend my 2 adversity tokens to bring it to 10.
well, you have
You're
8
already
already.
at 8.
You rolled 8.
Okay.
So
Okay.
You can
Sorry.
You can just add 2 adversity tokens and get 10.
I also got my broom, which gives me +1. So if I spend just 1 adversity token, and then my broom gives me a +1, that's 10.
But your broom
yes.
gives you +1, and you have +1 to your brains already. That is 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Checks out.
Yeah. So you would have
Yeah.
10. You're good. You don't even have to spend
Yeah.
adversity tokens. We know this system.
Nice.
It's fine. Whatever. It's the fourth session. So that would just meet 10. Now, once again, the higher you pump it, the more effective it is, because just meeting it isn't enough to do anything significant, even though it does work. So it's up to you if you still want to pump those adversity tokens in, or just leave it for now.
I'll just leave. Well, I'm pumping 1 in.
Okay, so you're going to bring it 1 higher? Okay, good. So by bringing it 1 higher, that is actually an important step. So instead of the defender narrating the outcome, the attacker still gets to narrate it. The defender is hurt, but only temporarily. The spell sort of clips them, but they're okay. They're kind of a little stunned, but they can shake it off. So go ahead and narrate to me like you summon the sword. Like it's just a clip. It just hits them a little bit. What happens?
Ukyo just like holds out his wand and he goes, Excalibur! And from like above, the sword just there's a shine, like a little sparkle, and then shing, and it goes flying past and cuts across like the calm wizard zombie as it flies past downwards to the ground.
Okay, so it's only enough that it kind of just like cuts across their cheek, like so cutting into the jaw. You see like that part of the jaw sort of unhinge a little bit and become more loose, where it was like now it's more like a as the sword then like jets back into the earth, sort of burrowing itself into the ground below. It's enough that it kind of it spins that zombie around a little bit, but isn't enough to like take it out or anything like that.
Okay.
My brain's on fire. I'm thinking of, like, all I can think of is an experienced Ukyo swinging his hand and having just a sword blink in and out of existence as he swings it, as if he's holding it the whole time.
I would love to see
awesome.
like a flash forward after this campaign is done, just see like what you guys are as once you're all grown up and like super
If you're still alive.
If you're still alive, yeah, you may all die here.
Look, I almost just died, alright? That was a commercial break moment right there. Sayako gets hit in the back of the head, last you see, she's fallen off her broom, commercial for 5 minutes, comes back, she just saves herself, like...
Perfect. There you go. You're gonna put your ads now, kid.
So Kanashito, let's see here. So this is the one time I'm actually going to get to roll. I don't even have my dice things out. I don't think. Oh, I do. I put them on a different bar. Okay. Yeah, because I'm rolling him as like kind of like a 5th PC at the moment. So he is. Okay, so you see him begin to like start to weave something out. These strands of light happening between the wand and his fingers as he starts to like weave something around. And then he throws something at Yoshiko. Without saying any words.
Oh.
And Yoshiko. So let's see how effective this is, first of all.
Dang.
Jesus.
I hope it was a buff.
Damn, 17. All right. So Yoshiko, you don't know anything happened. But to everybody else, Yoshiko disappears. We use the blind. Is there no invisibility token for it? Oh, let's just use blind for now. As this you kind of see a shimmer. It's almost like the Predator type thing. Like it's almost like there's a bit of a shimmer whenever she moves, but she's really, really hard to spot. Kanashido's wove this light refraction thing around, or Kanashido wove this light refraction thing around Yoshiko. Because he did say illusion was his specialty.
Oh.
Huh.
Calm Wizard 1. Okay, so
Here we go.
yeah, so here's where the Excalibur thing went down, tore into its jaw a little bit. As a result, it's gonna it's flying around and heading straight towards Ukyo. As this thing's just coming in, and it uses its wand, jamming its wand into its wrist so that the pointed end actually goes up almost like it's a sixth finger on that hand, causing the hand to grow claws, basically. These deformed, ichor covered, disintegrated claws, as it comes in to then swipe at you with them. How did you want to defend against this situation?
I'm gonna attempt to fly out of the way, like a car, kind of skirt off to the side, trying to dodge the other.
All right. So you're trying to dodge out of the way type thing. So that would be flight. Mm-hmm. I would definitely give you flight for that.
D12. 9, and I think I get a +1 to flight.
You
plus
do.
1 to flight.
Yeah, plus 1 to mundane flight checks. So
that's 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, so that's not too bad. It goes in. You can feel the claws rake against your left arm as you go to get to the side, and you definitely know that your shirt's been torn a bit, and maybe there's a trickle of blood running down your arm, but it's no major damage or anything. But it did look like it just managed to nick you a little bit.
Crap! How about I don't turn into a zombie now?
No, that's only when you drink their blood.
Or get bit.
All right, misunderstood wizard zombie is this one. It knows Yoshiko was there, and these zombies do seem more intelligent than regular ones. It knew she was in the area, so it's going to try and sort of blanket the area with flame. Now, not realizing your fiery thing and stuff like that. So, Yoshiko, how would you try and defend yourself against this fire, blanket of fire coming in?
Oh, I want to catch it and you turn it into a shield.
Ooh, I like that. Catching it, turning into
Actually,
shield.
no. Wait. Even better. Hush, my love. Even better.
Oh.
Well, this got sensual.
I want to catch it like I was going to, but instead of making a shield around me, I want to turn it into a flame cage around it.
Ooh, okay, so trying to turn it back. It's going to make it a lot harder. I will let you know it's going to make it much harder. Although, it was being made much easier by the fact that you were a fiery person that's invisible. So it's going to be moderately difficult in the end, I'm going to say.
Okay.
I am going to say, since you're trying to just take it and redirect it, it's going to be a grit roll. Magical, of course. Okay, 8 is... Let me look at the difficulties here. I'm going to say it is enough that you've created this cage around it. It's something it might be able to break out of, because it's not the most sturdy thing in the world. But yeah, you explain to me how you weave this cage around this thing.
Yeah, so she catches it, and having done the flame cage before in their practice match with the bullies, it has that same energy where she like weaves it around and has like that kind of like top and bottom cage, and then all the bars, and then it starts to like shrink in on them.
Nice. All right. So you guys see this, like, Yoshiko's, especially for like Sugimoto and Seiko, which are further away, you don't see Yoshiko anymore. You just see there's like lots of fire in the air, and then more fire happens, and all of a sudden you see that like condensing cage just like slam shut with like a conk, and begin to like restrict a little bit on this misunderstood wizard zombie. He just like, he looks back, he's just like,
yeah, trying my best.
Spunky wizard zombie. Well, he's gonna go in and Kanashido. So we're gonna see what happens here. As this guy comes in, he takes his wand and just like shoves it like down his throat. At which point, you hear like almost like a cat when they're like, and then all of a sudden like spews a stream of acid towards Kanashido. So we're gonna, and Kanashido's he's going to try and almost do like a flicker flash dodge out of the way, where like it kind of like shows him in another area than he was. So he's gonna try
Instant teleportation.
He's gonna get this
Transmission.
Oh no! Oh no!
Kanashido.
All right. So that that was going to be impressive. That was a 12. He rolled 4. It's 8.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Okay, he's not dead. He's not dead. But he is instantly, just like Seiko, he is dazed and instantly like knocked off his broom. The broom kind of like tumbling in the sky where it was, because it kind of just stays there as Kanashido is just like knocked falling down. Sugimoto.
Yeah, I'm not going after him.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. No, I'm actually going to basically turn myself into a fiery bullet and like ram the calm wizard that's coming after Yukio.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right.
Basically just using my entire, like, as much I've been going down, right?
Yeah.
Like at full speed. I'm basically going to use that momentum to kind of turn up.
So you swoop back up and then like
swoop back up and like use all that momentum to just and then have like the flames in front of me.
So it's almost like when you're like re-entering the atmosphere style of flames from the speed then.
Yeah, but going upwards and then like gonna just ram this calm wizard zombie.
Okay, all right, I like it. I'm torn between fight or flight on this one. I'm gonna say fight. Because you're just outright attacking him. You're just using the speed for it. So magical fight. As
turning
you
into a massive missile.
As you go up and try to speed it sound sonic him.
Yeah.
Or teenage warhead. Oh! We haven't even done the magic dice yet.
Oh! I have +2. And I have +2 to magic fight.
Yeah, okay. It's
38?
Gone. Explodes. Describe to me exactly what happened to this thing.
So, how close was it to Ukio?
Right beside it. It was doing a melee attack. Like it was like right there scratching at Ukio.
So, like as I'm coming up, there's just this. I'm like a missile of just fire coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just straight from below, I come up and just as I'm. So you have the wizard there, and I just snap their broom that they're on.
Okay.
While exploding them afterward, like right after, they just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just snaps the broom and then just snaps them, and they just splatter everywhere as I fly through. I don't get a drop on me because of the flame.
But does Ukio get a bit of a side splash?
Kinda, yeah.
Dang.
So Ukyo, you didn't even see where Sugimoto came from. Last time you saw, Sugimoto was heading down, and you're focused on the zombie. When all of a sudden there's this, you don't even see him. There's just this warm breeze, and all of a sudden just like splat. It's like someone threw a warm, sticky pudding in your face.
When I summoned!
And your broom probably does a few spins just because like of how close that was.
And I want to say, because like you were busy like dodging and weaving, your mouth was open a little.
Why do you torture me so?
Yeah, it's done.
Man.
It is done. Oh my gosh.
I feel like Storm Eagle right now.
So you're like up here then. All right, cool. Sweet. So Yoshiko, back to the invisible fire angel magic girl.
Yeah, forlorn at all of this that's happening and seeing Kaneshito starting to fall, she turns and says,
Flame of rebirth, make me one with the phoenix.
and reaches out to the flaming mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And begins to draw all of that flame to her. And the goal is to wrap it around herself so that she becomes the center of this large flaming phoenix.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right. And what is the purpose of this phoenix right now? Like, what are you trying to achieve with this?
She's gonna use it to burn the other two wizards alive.
Okay, so you're creating this large like phoenix, a la like X-Men Phoenix type of thing, to try and like wings come in and like just like incinerate them type thing, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
I'm saving Kaneshito.
So you called upon your magical girl stuff in that situation. You've also sort of named it as a technique, so I'm going to give it to you as charm, magical with your anime technique die.
Beautiful.
Nice start.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Hey,
Woo-hoo!
that's getting that's what, 22? Do you have any other bonuses on that? That was charm? No, okay. I didn't even look at your broom benefit. Well, on your broom, if you succeeded a check, an ally gets 1 adversity token.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna give that to Seiko, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So Seiko, like as you're like hovering there, like hanging off your broom, you're just inspired by this thing that happened above you. Okay, so 10. You rolled a 20. What was that? A 22? 12? Oh my God! Yeah, you actually incinerate. Describe to me how you incinerated both of these things.
So both these other zombies are around Yoshiko, and Yoshiko's like as you said, like she's tired. She's, been assaulted by zombies, seen friends and teachers die, and like this is her, like this is the power coming to fruition here. She draws in all of this flame, and like I said, it surrounds her and whirls around her until it forms into this beautiful flaming phoenix. And then like she like casts out the wings, and the wings like whoosh out with this like just whoosh, like huge flame that like catches both the zombies and just cooks them alive.
Oh shit! All right. Oh man, that's awesome. So yeah, as the rest of you see like the giant phoenix thing, and just like you see these like dust and maybe a few bones, and like there's nothing left of the brooms, just kind of wisp away before like tumbling to the ground very slowly, as she is just there for like full phoenix form in the sky. I mean, at this point, you're not really worried about being secret to the people down below. I mean, there's a zombie apocalypse, so if anything, I would say in a way the people you see, there's a bunch of people down below, like non-magical people. They're not pinging on the network that you created. That they like, it's almost like the entire village stops for a moment just to look up what's happening in the sky, and there's almost like a bolstered confidence between like the meteor rocket comet that is Sugimoto, and then the giant like fiery phoenix that is Yoshiko. It's like these two fiery like symbols in the sky that have sort of like bolstered them in some way. So you definitely see and hear an upheaval of extra, say, morale amongst the people on the ground.
Once I'm assuming that's the end of combat.
Kanasha is still falling to the ground. Actually,
I was gonna try and save him.
Yeah.
I was gonna add a little something into that.
yeah,
as
go
well.
for it. Sure.
Because after those zombies are completely burnt up, so is like Yoshiko's energy. The flaming phoenix dissipates. She changes back from her magical girl form to her regular form, and both her and the brooms start falling as she falls in.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You know what? Give yourself an extra adversity token for that. I like it.
Okay.
I'm also going to say you're visible because Kanashido's kind of like knocked for a loop a little bit. So like his invisibility has kind of started to waver, and it was kind of burned away from your stuff. So yeah, you are also falling. So now there's two falling people here, Seiko. You've got what are you gonna do? You've got one of your best friends or the bully that you kind of hate. Which would you choose?
Yeah, right. Seiko is gonna like shout at like Ukyo and be like, "Try and save Kanashido. I'm gonna go for Yoshiko," and just even though she's kind of like half dazed herself and just raw full send as fast as she can towards Yoshiko. Just like I don't know, use her wand to like send extra wind behind her if she has to. Like
okay, so you're trying to rocket towards kind of using your wand to like this big thing of jet wind behind you. I like it. So we are going to say that's you're trying to just use wind and speed. I'm going to say it's flight.
Like raw speed.
So I'm going to say it's flight magic, of course.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
13?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I get +1 to flight checks because of my broom, so 14.
God dang. Yeah. Okay. So despite being a little dazed, which just makes things a little bit harder right now, you easily get up to Yoshiko, gently not only catching her, but catching her broom.
Oh, nice.
And it was like a nice, gentle thing too. Like with the wind around you, she kind of just drifts into your arms.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Seiko's just like, I got you, and just like, just hold everything on her broom, but like, she clearly can't go after Kanashido or anybody now, so.
Good grab, Seiko.
Thanks, Sugimoto.
Seiko hugs Yoshiko in calmly and closely.
Yeah, they have like a little hug.
This is where, if there's any artists, I'm sure there will be a Rule 34 moment.
Yoshiko and Seiko, oh god.
I ship it.
I can't wait.
Ukyo, so you see Kanashido falling.
Mm-hmm.
You see Yoshiko was just caught by Seiko. Do you have enough fucks left in you to save Kanashido?
I was absolutely going to save him. I was going to try to save him. I was just debating how, because I was like, I could use more summoning practice.
Oof.
I was going to try flying.
I'm going to summon him onto his broom.
Summon his broom under him.
So, yeah, what are you going to do to try and save Kanashido?
I was going to actually try to summon him into my arm. To be quite honest. That's what I was going to attempt to do. How
there's
far
going to
away
be
is this from
Kanashido and Ukyo are 34 now?
No, thank you.
He's like halfway between like you and the ground. Like he's a distance away. It's a distance away, probably like say like 50 meters type thing.
Ooh, I don't know if I could fly that fast.
Oh, you're a magical person on a broom.
True. But like my broom's only at 12, my brains are at 20. So fuck. God damn it.
Do what you know best.
Oh no. That's
Get that summoning practice in.
It's just Kanashito. Who cares?
I want a 1 here so badly.
Oh god, please. I hate this so much. I'm gonna try.
You're fused together like two heads on one body.
I will quit.
So are you legitimately trying to summon Kanashido onto your broom then? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, magic. We've been using brains for summoning, so magical brains.
Yeah. If I get a 1, I'm closing the game and I'm walking away, okay?
You better not.
You got Spell Slinger, it can't be that bad.
Oh,
it's good content.
Why me? Oh, see, I knew it.
It's a 4.
6.
I got
Okay.
+1.
+1, so 7. 7. Okay. Let's see here.
Get it
So
up to
this
8,
breaks the
please.
rules of reality.
Please. Oh no!
It is a single person. It's instantaneous. That makes it a little bit easier. And you've cast it a few times before.
Oh
so,
yeah, I've summoned.
so that is you were trying to hit a 15.
Oh no! Can I please use Spell Slinger? If you fail a spell check, add +3 to the negative number. So
You're what, 11 now?
Oh, so this way you're just failing instead of failing by a lot type thing?
yeah, that way it's like at least I don't summon him into my fucking.
Fine. Okay, so I'll give you this. You don't manage to summon him to you. He kind of like, he hops up a little bit, and you can see him as you do it. He kind of like, it's probably painful what just happened to him. He like twisted and deformed for a second as he was like stretched to the location that you were trying to bring him to. And you see him go like, "Ugh," and a little bit of like blood comes out as he begins to fall again.
No!
And I'm going to say he's completely unconscious now. But it sort of reset his fall a little bit.
Okay, well, at least I got my practice.
So his turn is just falling, a little bit of trail of blood coming from out of his mouth. It doesn't look like he's dead or anything, but he was in a rough shape. And then no more Zambombo. Sugimoto.
Well, I'm gonna continue using my momentum and like do like a flip and spin downwards now.
All right. So
switch the flame to the back of me so that it's kind of basically like a jet. I'm gonna like jet down and try and swoop under him.
it's like a rocket thing.
I thought he was gonna say bullet through cannon.
One's
Almost.
I want to see a one here. I want a magical flight then. Magical flight.
Magical flight. Okay. Yeah, because I'm basically
And I want to see
turning
ones.
into a jet engine.
Oh, it's pretty damn close. Okay.
I'm going to use 2 adversity tokens to re-roll my 8.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fucking 1, isn't it?
Oh, actually, that's a lot better. Okay.
Yeah, I'll use my last one also just to up it. Also, does my guardian?
Yes, your guardian. You're defending or like helping someone, so that would come into play. What does the guardian do again?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's the.
I already rolled magic.
Yeah, and it's you don't want to.
And I don't want to re-roll 3. Yeah,
just in case. Yeah. Okay. So that's that gets you an 11. I'm gonna say that's a little bit easier of a thing to do than trying to teleport him above. So I actually am gonna say that you rocket down and manage to get to him. Okay. It's not the best you could have done, but you just reached there in time, just as he's like reaching the roof levels of the house, and you manage to like grab a hold of his shirt as he like you bring him to a halt.
Oh, I'm swooping down and like swooping up again, sort of thing.
Yeah,
like doing the whole, keeping the momentum going.
All right, and that is the end of the combat. As these. You've dispatched these zombie wizards, which are apparently a thing. Totally not planned, even though I had tokens set up for it. And
tank too?
Yeah, you have
whatever you want to call them.
You have Kanashido there. He's looking a little worse for wear, but you've got him. And his broom seems to be trained to stay. He has a thing where his broom always follows him, so his broom seems to be following him around. I'm gonna say you two are not dazed anymore. It does finally wear off. So here you are. You're hovering above the village. It is a chaos apocalypse down below you. People are trying to fight back, but they don't exactly have the most amount of like weaponry to do. It's not like you're in the middle of the States or something. It's not like everyone has a fucking AR-15. So it's not going well. And here you are hovering in the sky. What are you guys doing?
Good question.
We gotta wake up Kanashido and head to the school so we can deal with the whoever's behind this, right?
Get to the source.
Can I attempt to cast a healing spell on Kanashito?
You can do anything. You don't have to ask me on that. You can always try.
No one's ever really done that, so I want to try it.
Yeah. Just like no one ever tried teleporting someone before you. So I want to see you accidentally turn Kanashito inside out. Let's go.
If Ukyo says that, I'm gonna drop Kanashito onto Ukyo's broom.
Okay. So like, yeah, he's kind of there. Kanashito's on your broom now, and you're gonna try and do like a little healing thing. Why? I'm gonna. Brains just makes the most amount of sense for a lot of the stuff you do. I hate giving you your high roll all the time, but brains just makes sense.
But I keep getting low rolls with it though, so it's a high roll, but I keep fucking it up.
Yeah, you do. I love it. Magic brains, please.
Fuck.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's pretty
Plus
damn
1.
good. Okay. So
13.
So 2, a single person, 5, it's instantaneous. You do no experience. So you got a what did you get? 13, you said? 13. Okay, you only needed a 10.
Okay.
So you actually
like bonus to brains too?
Oddly enough, I don't think he does. Oh yeah, he does have a bonus.
Oh.
He has a +1 bonus, yeah. So, Kanashito, you managed to heal him up. You see a couple of the scratches and bruises on him actually begin to heal up, and he like shakes his head. He looks up to you and he's like, what's going on?
A really bad school trip.
Yeah.
You know, zombies can cast magic, Kanashito?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This was not in any of the movies.
No, right?
I'm glad we were there to save your ass.
Yeah. You were. And he just snaps his fingers to get his broom over so he hops off Ukyo's broom and back onto his own. He'll actually look at Ukyo. He doesn't say thanks or anything, but he does say good job.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Good job for me.
I mean, he didn't know that you twisted him through some sort of nether realms.
Yeah. It's fine. Nothing bad happened.
What you're saying is Kanashito's new nickname is Gumby.
Oh my gosh. For the 3 people in the future that watch this video that are old enough to know who the fuck Gumby is.
Yeah. Obscure reference.
Obscure reference.
Gotta have at least one per session.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Yeah, Gumby and what was his horse?
Utaru. Does that make Utaru Pokey?
Pokey, that's the name.
Gumby and Pokey. Yeah.
My gosh, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Member berries.
It's gonna haunt you now.
It's gonna haunt me. Yeah, Gumby. Oh, I want to put it in the mid journey now. Be like Nightmare Gumby and see what happens.
Oh god.
Too much fun with mid journey. All right. So yeah, you were floating here in the sky. You do see smoke from several places throughout the village, including the giant plume of smoke that's almost blotting out part of the sky that came from where the mansion was. And you can still see the school in the distance.
We say that we hear off in the distance a pika-pee as the house.
the inflatable just as the flame is hitting it and making it pop instead of just popping.
Actually, I want to say that one of them escaped from its the wires holding it down, and there's this on fire inflatable Pikachu just drifting casually through the sky.
Amazing.
I was thinking that my father for some reason had a Pikachu blimp. Or a hot air balloon.
Oh my god!
That the flames are just somehow raising it into the sky.
So it's in the so instead of the inflatable Pikachu, it'll be the hot air balloon, but it is actively on fire as well. So there's this horrifying on fire melting Pikachu face in this hot air balloon that's rising into the sky.
Sugimoto's got a pretty good grin on him right now.
Fuck you, Dad. So
watching the Pikachu burn.
With that, you look towards the school. You can still feel, because the network is still up. It never, even though it got utilized, this dark force actually reinforced the network that you made. And you can see as you guys sort of reach out, because you're all connected to it, you sort of reach out to this like communication network you created, and you can see the green pings of the things, the evil corruption that's been added as they're now strategically being sent out to the other white pings that were, or say like purple pings that represented like the mages. And one by one, you're starting to see the wizards being snuffed out, just like fading.
We need to go save them. We need more help.
Or we go directly to the source and end it.
Stop the source now.
Do you think we're all strong enough for that?
I don't know if it's a question of are we strong enough, as much as it's a question of the more time we waste, the stronger the... It's spreading, you know? It's spreading. It's getting worse. He's gonna have more people the more we try and save. Plus, you know, what if we die trying to save somebody and then we don't stop the thing?
Mm-hmm. Right now, he has an unstoppable army that's just going to keep growing. We have to stop it all at once. So I think we have to go directly to the source.
Can we send a message on the network that says, beware of zombie mages? So that the other dots might be able to defend themselves a bit better against them?
Sugimoto, it's our destiny.
You've gotten really weird since you've drank that juice.
So you're floating here in the sky. Talking about juice.
Sipping on gin.
High school
juice.
things.
Eventually, as you're sitting there just discussing about amongst yourselves what you want to do, you once again, you hear that voice come back. It's sort of like, almost like this blackness like ripples along the network every time it speaks, and you hear a, "Good job. Now what are you going to do?"
Your mom. I'm sorry.
Good one, Ukio.
Habit. I'm sorry.
Really, Yukio?
There's like a spike of energy showing almost like a beacon from the high school as you hear "Here I am."
Let's go kick his ass.
Let's go.
Let's send a message on the thing to tell the other mages to be wary of like zombie mages, and also whatever the hell that big thing that picked up a car tell me I wasn't the only one that saw that. He threw the beamer?
Isn't the message just going to be intercepted by this guy?
Is it?
Well, we need some help somehow. I doubt we can take this person
What
on.
if we send out like a coded kind of message?
Ukio, can you summon the remaining teachers?
In mass.
Yeah, all at once, please. Like right now.
How many teachers are there left anyway? Like 2 or 3?
They're
From
probably dead.
The wizard school?
Wait, realistically, not joking here, if we combine the efforts of all 5 of us, we may be able to summon those purple dots here. No?
Let's do it.
Maybe we should summon them not like however high up in the air we are, though.
Why don't we just summon Captain Planet for all we...
Can we?
With our powers combined...
Sayako wants to summon an anime like protagonist. Like
it's gonna be some weird like abstract horror that we summon.
Dude,
you know
it's
it.
Don Cheeto Captain Planet. Come on.
Yes.
Can we summon Ash from Evil Dead?
Sorry. I want to focus on the dark figure and see if I can sense their wand.
Their wand?
Yeah.
Like who they are?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're almost trying to scry them basically at this point, then, right?
Yeah.
All right. I like that. So we are going to say, Fuck, I hate giving you brains again, but that just makes sense if you're scrying somebody. I can't see another stat making sense for that one. Yeah, it would be magical brains.
All right. 12. Can I bump it up to 13?
You can, if you've got the adversity tokens.
I do. I have one left.
All right, the 13 actually brings it to the next category. So, it brings it to extraordinary.
Hey!
Yeah, that is going to be enough. Oh, I'm going to give it to you. I wasn't going to do the reveal until part 1 of Act 3, but you know what? You're going to get the reveal a touch early. It's nearing the end of the session, anyways. You zoom in. You. It's almost like he has firewalls in place to protect himself along the network, but you actually managed to sort of like skirt around them. You were the one that set it up in the first place. He just sort of like helped, like took it over partly. You kind of like weave through and skirt through it, and suddenly get to the point where you don't see his environment so much. It's sort of like shadowy and shaky and like really hard to focus on, almost like when like Frodo puts on the ring style thing. But you see him relatively clearly. You see him holding this green embroidered or embossed wand made out of like a fairly white bleached rowan wood. With these Celtic ruins from top to bottom. And as you pull up along his arm and then finally sort of zoom out a little bit to see his form, he looks directly at you. Sees you seeing him. And you see, with fiery red hair in a green kilt, the foreign exchange student. And he looks at you and he's like, so you found me, did you? That's right. The bad guy was the foreign exchange student Fergus all along.
Well, that's not what I was expecting.
Take that, you Japanese, and your politeness and technological gadgets and all that shite.
Did the rest of us see this? Or
No,
just
it's just Ukyo.
I didn't even write him down. I didn't even have him in my notes. This is a plot twist, even for me. So Ked, I actually had the note.
You cut out again, sorry.
Teacher's wand. Sorry. You described one of the teacher's wands, so I had that written down. So I was trying to see if it was them. I was not expecting the foreign exchange student.
No one was.
I don't remember a foreign exchange student.
Nobody ever suspects the butterfly.
Yeah, like
you jerk.
There was like gossip about him, but like no one paid him much mind. You're like, whatever. He's a gaijin, like from nowhere. Yeah. He's nothing. Whatever. You never saw him at any of like the Spellclub meetings or anything. There was no hint he was magical. Just some random dude, and you've never seen him in a kilt before. He was in the uniform before this. And he looks at you once again through the communications network, and he's like, "That's right. I still take it all over you to not just ignore me just because of the colour of my hair."
You could have. Why did you have to do it so violently? Why did you have to ruin the world? Now everyone's gonna like die, and no one's gonna know who you are.
This
all
is
gonna
my
ignore you because they're
revenge.
zombies.
I'm getting my
Your revenge is self-destructful. You want people to not ignore you, but everyone's going to be dead.
It's all of Japan because I love sushi, but I'm allergic to fish. So fuck yourselves.
What?
Have you thought about taking allergy pills?
And with that, it's almost like he slams something shut, and you were like vaulted, like pushed back violently into your body.
Well, I saw who casted this spell.
Who was it?
It's the foreign exchange student from Scotland. Who would have thought?
Who?
Who? Yeah.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Fergus.
He's upset that... Who? Sorry? He's upset that we ignored him. He's upset that no one interacted with him. We look down on him as a gaijin, so now he's killing everyone because he's allergic to sushi.
When did we get a foreign exchange student?
I didn't even think we had a foreign exchange program.
He's killing everyone because he's allergic to sushi? That sounds like a him problem.
Well, now it's an us problem. I think we can take him.
Wow.
Not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be one of the teachers.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, like dead. Honestly, that Snapu guy, like dead to rights, or the other twist I thought was that Oh My faked his death.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be Sensei Inu because he had a creepy black wand.
Oh, true. Yeah. Wait, wasn't he the defense against Dart?
Yeah, exactly.
thing?
It's always them. It's always them. I suspect the foreign exchange student.
I didn't know we had a foreign exchange student. This is fucking news to me. This is right out of left field.
You think he was in the other spell club that we heard about right before all this shit went down? Must have been, right?
I for all I know, right now it sounds like he went to a different school because I didn't even think we had an exchange program.
I thought this was the only high school in the city. Otherwise I would have flunked out for having terrible grades, like, already.
I mean, I think you screwed it on by for a different reason.
Anyways, now we have to deal with this guy.
So we just end him, right?
Why don't we just wipe his memories?
He has the power to raise an army of zombies. I don't think any of us can really do that.
I like Ukio's idea. What if we wipe his memories? We make him forget that he can control zombies.
What if we just make him a vegetable and make him forget everything?
What if I just
that works too? Oh, summon him!
Yes, you've seen his face.
Look, we'll fly up a little bit higher, right? And we'll just summon him.
Yeah, but he's probably got a broom too.
So,
but does he have it with him right now?
The foreign exchange student who has is he the everyman? He knows everything. You just think he's gonna be able to summon his broom like Psycho?
That's true.
This is too funny. Imagine
this guy has shown incredible power, and we're trying to go out against him, just us.
I like the summoning him in the stratosphere idea. I think that's brilliant.
Sugimoto's just gonna like pinch the bridge of his nose, like shaking his head a bit.
I'm team stratosphere to the moon, baby. Let's go. Ape strong together.
Say ape strong together.
Yeah.
So are you gonna like legitimately try a ritual to see if you can just like summon him?
We might,
because it's kids on brooms. You can try anything. I will go with the punches. RPG Akito here.
Summon him into the sun and just like have all of your dice explode.
You did feel his power though. Like we're in like Dark Lord territory here. So that you're fucking Frodo thinking you can summon Sauron.
And maybe he's a bit out of our league.
Okay, maybe.
But you can always try. I mean, we've seen some high rolls. If it works, it works.
I think we should go fight him. I think if we all work together and cast a spell together, we can take him down.
I still think summoning him here is an even better idea because then he's in a place that traps aren't planned by him.
I will also let you know if you try to summon him and it gets low, I will fuck with you.
Oh my god, I just had a moth fly in front of my face and scared the fucking shit out of me.
It's Fergus.
Surprise!
It's like when one of those spiders just like falls down right in front of your face when you're sitting there, you're just like, ah! Oh my god.
You died a little for a second. Wearing the brown pants.
Oof.
So yeah, are you gonna try this summoning or are you gonna actually go to him? Because what are you guys doing?
I'm on Team Air Summon. I think it's a solid plan. I'm very confident in this plan.
What about you, Psycho?
I kind of want to see it happen myself.
Alright.
I do want to sit about 50 feet away, though.
Kanashido's like, I don't fucking care. You want to give her. He like starts slowly backing up.
Yeah, right?
I guess we should try and help you.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Even the worst case scenario is that we summon him and somehow he can fly. We know that we know that undead is his game, But I mean, that's ground shit. We haven't seen any flying monsters. Have you?
Three of them. We just fought
fucking
them.
flying sorcerer that shot me in the back of in the head.
You killed 2 of them yourself.
Here's the thing.
Zuko like rubs her head where she got hit.
If he can't fly, and he's got no broom, if the broom doesn't come with him, he just drops. That's gravity. Let's let gravity do the work. We could even try and summon him up there instead of right here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we go if we're gonna summon him, we go up though.
Okay. And I want us to all do it together.
Who says I need a fucking broom?
Oh no.
Let's go!
Who forgot to turn off the sound?
The communication network still exists. He can scry on you as well as you can scry on him.
Oh, that's true.
Well, if you don't need a broom, come get some.
You know where I am. And like you
know
search
where
the
we
communication
are.
network and you just see it doesn't look, there's no green dots around him. It's a blanket of green.
That's neat.
All right, I'm team summoning him.
Same.
Let's bring him to us. Let's take away. I don't care if he can fly or not.
Can I ask a question to Cad?
Yeah, of course.
Just because I want to see what happens. Could we all, when we do this mass summoning, could we all do our own magic rolls just to see?
Yeah, if you're contributing to it instead of you rolling all of the d4s, yeah, everyone can roll their own d4 if they want.
Hey,
you just don't want all the ones again, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm sick of it.
I kind of like this idea better though, because then it's like I get to actually contribute.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I like it. That's brilliant. I love it.
So we all fly up and we're gonna try this, I guess.
Wait, did he project his image at us too?
You just heard his voice.
Just heard his voice? Because like, what if we each tried to summon a part of him?
Oh God!
Oh my God! It's like what's the Yu-Gi-Oh cards where there's like the different body part for each card.
Exodia. What if we just each try to like, I summon an arm. Ukyo, you've seen his face. You try to summon his head. Like Kaneshito, you summon another arm. You try to summon a leg. Seiko, Sugimoto, you try to summon a leg. And let's see if we can like magically just vivisect this guy.
Well, why don't we just have Ukyo summon his heart?
Ukyo hasn't seen his heart, Sugimoto. Why are you making this harder than it has to be?
That's true. Well, I haven't seen his
head.
Oh my God!
Look, maybe he can regrow his head though. So
why are we speculating with babies? This man is a fucking psycho from Scotland. Let's just try to pull him apart like fucking
like psychos from Japan. Like what are we?
So racist.
like the Japanese psychopaths we are.
I like how like a session ago I summoned a teacher in half and everyone's like, we're never doing this again. And now we're at the point where it's like we're gonna use it to rip people
Use your greatest attack. Summon someone.
I like the gravity idea better. I'm not really.
Either way, we're trying to summon him. What's the difference?
That's true.
Are you just uncomfortable with the concept of magically pulling a person apart, or what do you think? What could go wrong?
And Sugimoto's just getting flashbacks to the last summon that he had to actually put the person out of their misery.
The teacher.
Yeah.
Sugimoto's traumatized. The rest of us are just like so fucked in the head at this point that like.
All right,
flies.
All right, guidebook. You tell us how this works. We'll follow your lead.
Okay, so I'm going to let you know now. This is going to be phenomenally hard. He obviously has protections and is strong. It's not going to be an easy roll, but there's 5 of you. It's not like it's going to be a short amount of dice. And brains is your d20. So I mean,
we also have the network to go through. Like we are technically connected to him. That might
he's
help.
connected to us.
Yeah.
Pull him through the network.
So it's going to be a brain. So I'll get Ukiyo to go first. I need your brains roll and your d4.
No! Every time.
Wow.
Every time. This is why I want everyone else to roll their own.
Loving it. Yoshiko, go with your d4 next.
Oh.
Is it just a d4? Like he's the only one summoning?
Yeah, he's the one doing the summoning roll. You're just adding your magic onto it.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, it exploded. Kanashdo gets to add on. All right, Seiko. Oh shit!
Whoa!
Oh, big explodes.
My hidden specialty is summoning magic.
Apparently. Sugimoto.
And there's a +1.
And there's a +1. Okay. What did we get
Adversity
here?
tokens, anyone?
So this is 3, 8, 22, 24, 25 you've gotten so far.
I'll drop an adversity in there.
All right. 26.
Let me drop one as well.
I got 0.
All right.
I'm at 0.
Okay. It was phenomenally hard, but you guys got it. So what is going to happen here? I'm not going to say this isn't going to be without consequences because you just got it, and he was prepared for this. So you channel your energies to summon him forth, to bring him to you, to deal with him. You're not going to be able to rip him apart or anything, but you are going to be able to bring him to you. And you see hovering above you this floating Scottish man that obviously wears nothing under his kilt.
Oh no!
Erica like shields her eyes, like, oh, gross, dude.
He's holding this set of bagpipes that has flames coming out of the pipes in the top and whatnot. And he looks down at you with his fiery red hair, his freckles and everything, and he's like, right, guess we'll do this here then. Good fucking job. And as behind him, the sky darkens a little bit as you hear a puff, 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 as a bunch of zombie wizards also through the network get pulled with him as he's summoned.
Oh,
No.
God.
And that is where we're going to end it for tonight. It is slightly early, but you
Figured.
summon the boss to you, these zombie wizards blanketing the sky as you are suddenly going to try and take on Fergus in part 1 of Act 3. We'll see if there even is a part 2, but we'll at least have one more session, if not 2. And that is where we're going to leave Akuno High School Spell Club for today.
Yeah. 2 sessions, basically, if anyone survives. 1 session if we all die.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you might kick his ass for all I know. I do have a few other little twists planned, but I'm just reacting to what happens. You might rocket through this for all I know. I wasn't expecting you to summon him. So, like, there's a whole thing at the school that we're kind of just skipping over. So I like it. I love it. Well,
I hope we get some good twists too.
Yeah, well, I can have a devious mind sometimes, so we'll see. But thank you everyone for joining once again with Akuno High School Spell Club. Once again, the links for all of these people, whether you're watching it live right now or in the recording in the future, the links for all of their socials are down in the doobly-doo below, because they're all content creators and streamers as well, so you're going to want to check them out. Varying levels of streaming and whatnot, as well as a link for the Friendos group, because, awesome group of streamers and content creators and just chill people. So you're going to want to check it out. Everyone there is awesome. Well, most everyone. There's like 1 or 2 guys. Come on. I joke. Adam, don't ban me. Other than that, it's all really good. And as always, give me a little bit of a scribble button push there. Give my little dingle my bell, all of that good stuff. I'm getting more people all the time, really eking a little bit closer to that 1K mark, trying to get monetized. So I would really appreciate that. But no pressure, and don't worry about donates or anything like that. I just want people to hang out with. We play games, all that good stuff. So, as always, stay healthy, stay safe, and come back next week for Act 3 of Akuno High School Spell Club. Thank you.